Number 0, Benedict Mathurin. At the underguard position, 6 feet 1 inches, number 1, Mike Conley. Starting at power forward, 6 feet 10 inches, number 45, Wendell Hunter Jr. The other forward, 6 feet 10 inches, number 23, Franz Wagner. At the center position, standing 6'11", number 32, Carl Anthony Towns.
Greetings and best wishes from a happy holiday season from all of us at 2K Sports as we get set for this. And Brent, these are two teams that can really get it done at the arc. This could end up being a battle fought at long range tonight.
And tonight, Kevin, it just might not be about shooting as many threes as you can. Who can produce the highest quality looks? That team ends up usually winning.
And now the New York Knicks starters. They've got Fortis. Donovan Mitchell is out there with Ben Simmons. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's Robinson in at the 5 spot. And that one's good, Wagner.
And getting the offense started with a high-quality look down low.
Now Simmons, Kennard on the wing. Back to Simmons. Whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
No answer for Simmons, a tenacious scorer who finishes with muscle through contact.
Greg, Ben Simmons, one of 4 players in the entire history of the NBA to average at least 7 rebounds and 7 assists per game through his first 4 seasons.
Think about it, joining Magic Johnson, Oscar Robinson, and Luka Doncic. That is some pretty elite-level company.
Conley kicks to Carter. Over to the left wing. Mathurin passes to Carter. Towns sets the pick for Conley. And there's the defensive 3-second call. And Wendell Carter Jr. Greg, one of the better rebounders in the NBA.
And Kevin, his numbers kind of sneak up on him. I mean, great job of clearing the glass and getting the break started. Still underrated as a rebounder, but is making a name for himself.
Here's Conley. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. And just about a minute into the first quarter. Simmons with it. Pass to Kennard from deep. And it's Mathurin with the rebound.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game.
Karl Anthony Towns at the line for 1.
And we've seen Towns take on more of a leadership role over the years, wanting to be the guy for this team.
Mathurin passes to Towns. There's Wagner with the 3. Cleveland keeps it going. A new 14-second shot clock. Here's Carter. Clock at 6. Wagner against Kennard. Kept alive. Towns. And finally they hit one.
And how about Towns there taking full advantage of that size, just dominating the glass on that second chance opportunity.
Conley against Simmons. Lays it up and banks it in. Simmons got his second bucket tonight.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Wagner kicks to Towns. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
And this is what you like to see. Big Cat using that size to his advantage.
Here's Simmons. Oh, and the jam by Ben Simmons.
You can't let Simmons get going off of these dunks. His confidence just soars when he slams it down like that.
On our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you just saw an explosive highlight. Here's Conley. Robinson pulls it in. Looking at the Knicks, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Chicago Bulls. Here's Simmons. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And a good physical play there from Simmons, not letting the foul stop him from getting that shot off.
Osumu, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. Grant Williams is checked in for New York. And Wagner's got the ball here for Cleveland. To the inside. Towns, no luck. The Knicks have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Mitchell passes to Portis. Outside Williams. Pass to Mitchell. Simmons, a screen on Wagner. Oh, the lob for Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
And the feel for the game Simmons has, so adept at cashing in on what the D gives him off these pick and roll.
The Cavaliers trailing. Dosunmu, the pass to Wagner. Dishes to Carter. Back to Wagner. To the paint. Here's Towns. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Towns has got 8 points.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
1:57 left in the first quarter. A shot by Williams, no good. For Cleveland, they've gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. Badnewz against Williams. Inside, here's Towns, and the dunk by Towns.
And that's just too easy for Towns. You allow him to get that deep in the paint, and he's going to punish him.
Lobbed up there for Robinson, and Robinson throws it down.
He just powered that one down.
One of the game's top dunkers. Cavaliers leading. And Greg, in the era of positionless basketball, Mitchell Robinson is an old-school center, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, during his first 4 years in the league, Robinson didn't attempt a single three. Has led the league in shooting percentage, so Mitchell knows his role.
So, timeout called here, the first for Cleveland. And new group in for the Knicks. Jones checked in for Mitchell Robinson. Jones comes in for Portis. Kennard, he's checked in for Williams. And Dunleavy subbed in for Simmons. There's 1:17 left here in the opening quarter. And there's the call on Jones. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Wagner.
He's not very hard to defend right now. This is when the defense might step back, let him try to find his range.
Now, here's Mitchell. Guarded closer. The Cavaliers pull it in.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
Dosunmu's shot is off. New York's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. New York moving it around. Mitchell left side. Beyond the arc. Headshot off. Cavaliers go the other way with it.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Wagner. Once again off the mark by Cleveland.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
Now, here's Mitchell. Not too proud of his numbers in that game against the Bulls, that's for sure.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Yeah, no stopping him on that play. Sometimes even the taller defenders are helpless to stop him.
And so it's Ben Simmons making highlights for New York.
Your Cavaliers use this team. Here they come, Ben.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Knicks.
And right from the jump, they've been working hard to establish themselves inside, using agility and power to get shots in the paint.
So much good energy and flow tonight, and it's really come out with great ball movement. Guys have been open, and as soon as they are, they get the ball.
Conley out there with Dosunmu. And it's Vucevic, and it's Flowers in at the 4 spot. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. Here's Dosunmu, and the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
And Cleveland making a change here. Towns is checked in. Well, if there's one thing, Greg, that defines a modern NBA big man, it is mobility.
And they've got to be able to move their feet and really play in space. Otherwise, they just can't stay on the floor in today's game.
Dunleavy kicks to Kennard. Off target from outside. Kennard's gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. Conley against Kennard. Conley dishes to Vucevic. The kick out to Towns. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Here's Herter. No good with the triple. And so it's Towns with it. He brings it up for Cleveland. They trail by 1. And he recovers it. New York has gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. This is his first trip to the line tonight.
At the line for the Knicks, Damian Jones at the line for 2.
And the first one at the line is good. Carter, he's checked in for Vucevic. And the Knicks making a change here as well. Zeke Naji, he's checked in for Derek Jones. Cavaliers have gotten only 1 of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Towns in the corner. Lets the 3 fly. And another miss by Cleveland. So for Cleveland, their last game, a win against Milwaukee. Here's Herter. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. New York missing again. Now here's Dosunmu. He's defended by Herter. Out of bounds. New York takes possession. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Now Dunleavy takes the 3. Herter, no good. Outside, Towns. And there's the bucket from Dosunmu. Dosunmu's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And how about the quick eyes there from Towns? Finds a hole in the defense and exploits it there with a nice find.
Here's Dunleavy, over by Conley. The Knicks shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
And on the season, they're hitting about 76%, which is a decent rate.
Turin, he's checked in for Cleveland. And that trip coming up empty, missing both.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter. And now you can see him getting into a rhythm. And for years, Mike Conley had an interesting title. The best player to never make an all-star game. That changed in 2021 when Conley was named an all-star.
Yeah, he couldn't connect on anything from outside in the first quarter, but now he's hit 2 threes in the second quarter, and he looks much better.
Now the pass to Dosunmu. And Cleveland again with the bucket. For Mike Conley, year 13 was lucky for him, going to that first all-star game.
And that was the longest wait ever to become an all-star. Conley, 33 at the time of that first selection, just shows you the work ethic of Mike, always trying to improve.
Here's Jones, and it's blocked. Outside Conley. No good there.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he laid it straight up and in.
Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for the Cavaliers.
How about the ball movement so far? I mean, the unselfishness, everyone here just playing for one another, and that can be infectious.
Well, a lot of the players are doing a good job as well of scanning the interior part of the paint. All those inside looks, those are paying off.
And New York making a change here. Simmons is checked in. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thanks very much, guys. Growing up, Mitchell Robinson didn't play basketball, but a 7-inch growth spurt in the 8th grade changed things. He fell to the 36th pick overall in 2018, but his physical tools have made him a presence. One key to his success? He says, just run the floor. If you're the first man down the court, you can get the ball. Kevin, that sounds pretty simple to me.
It does to me, too. Keep it simple and use that athleticism. David, thanks.
2 minutes.
Conley against Mitchell. Conley, the pass to Flowers. On the wing, Williams. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Count it. Good.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
And Turin slams it in.
I love the unselfishness, and you know coaches do as well.
Well, not just coach, but you can see it in the teammates, the way that they look at him. They appreciate it when he shares the ball like that.
And so Conley will bring the ball up for Cleveland. It's off to Boston for him after this game as they take on the Celtics. It's game one of a 3-game road trip.
And Conley just makes the game fun. Able to shoot, but focused on also facilitating for teammates.
Conley against Simmons. He dishes it to Robinson. And then Robinson slams it in.
How about Robinson showing us some creativity down there to get the score?
For the New York Knicks, they come into this one following a loss to the Bulls in Chicago. Conley finds Wagner. There's 49 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Passes to Durant. Outside Conley. Wagner with a screen for Conley. Just 5 on the clock. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. Durant. 3-pointers off the mark. New York's gotten gold from deep in the second quarter, just 2 of 6 from long range. Here's Najee. He's defended by Wagner. Williams' shot is off. And here's Wagner. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
And here's Mitchell from the arc. No good on the last second attempt there. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview.
Always fun to follow the Rookie of the Year race. Moving back to our game, Karl Anthony Towns, and that's a halftime wrap. Let's get...
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Karl Anthony Towns has been sensational.
Yeah, and early on, he has been feasting in the paint, and you have to think they're going to keep feeding the big fella.
Oh, man, pouring it on right now, and why wouldn't you?
And New York, looking at who they've got. They've got Mitchell. Luke Kennard out there with Portis. Then it's Mitchell Robinson. And it's Simmons in at the 1 spot. Conley the pass to Towns. And Towns throws it down.
And the way Towns makes scoring look effortless, it's what makes him one of the game's best players.
And here's Mitchell from the arc. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Carter's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
Wagner, right side. It's in there. Conley with the assist. Conley's got 4 assists in the game.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists. And something about Franz Wagner, a model of consistency as soon as he came into the league. You know what you'll get from him every night. And just no excuse, guys, for leaving a shooter like him open beyond the arc.
Here's Towns. Makes that one his 6th of the night. Shooting very healthy, 6 for 9.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
And with Wagner, he'll be a bigger part of this team as he grows.
Kevin, and he'll be able to contribute without being a focal point. It has a game that can blend with any other group on the floor. As his confidence grows, he'll continue to make a larger impact.
Wagner against Kennard. And Towns throws it down.
Beautiful reverse jam right there.
Use the rim to protect the ball, I think. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. There's a screen by Robinson. Here's Mitchell. It's good. Mitchell's got his first bucket in this one.
Yeah, they've only missed 1 out of their first 5 shots here in the second half, guys. Their offense really moving well, ball snapping, and shooting looks to be in great rhythm.
And the Cavaliers call time here. Vucevic comes in for Carter. And it's Dosunmu in for Mike Conley. Cavaliers have gone 4 for 4 from the field since the halftime break. Terrific start to the third quarter. Up top, Wagner. Kennard covering. And it's Vucevic missing. New York's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Portis the screen. Here's Simmons for the tie. And the rejection by Towns.
Rejected by Towns. I mean, he's become a great shot blocker.
Nailed from three-point land. Towns has got 9 points now in just the second half. Knicks trail by 5. Mitchell outside. On the wing, Mitchell. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
Oh, man, this would be a different ball game if they didn't have this type of scoring to rely on.
Here's Simmons. New York, no good that time either. Cleveland leading by 8. Wagner passes to Dosunmu. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
To the middle. Here's Towns. And Towns throws it down.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. You have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
And here's Mitchell from the arc. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Mitchell's got 5.
Something's brewing, guys. The three-pointers just continue to flow.
Lets it go from 14. And the Cavaliers get another bucket right there.
An even stronger second half. Tremendous efficiency at the offensive end of the floor.
Pass to Kennard. Lets it go from deep. Rebounded by Vucevic.
And they hold a huge advantage on the backboard.
Dosunmu, the pass to Towns. Wagner from long range.
Teammates right now covering up for the type of off performance he's having. In terms of scoring, this has not been his best night.
Mitchell kicks to Simmons. Back to Mitchell. This one for 3. Hits it from three-point range. Mitchell's got 8 points in the quarter.
Just a little bit off in the first, but he's been anything but that here in the second quarter. Really impressive to see him turn it around like that. Well, if you're giving up that much height, the only thing that you can do as a defender is to foul him.
Pass to Kennard. Outside, Simmons. Mitchell in the corner from outside the arc. And again, New York with the triple.
You know, he was a non-factor in that first half, but now he's making up for lost time.
And there's the pass to Vucevic. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. And the Cavaliers lead by 8.
3-point shooting since the half has been about as good as you could ask for.
Mitchell outside. Here's the 3. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got his 8th assist in the game.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Passes it to Towns. Takes the 13-footer, and he nails the jumper. Towns has got 16 points here in the second half.
Possessing the touch from there. I like when Towns shows off that smooth mid-range game.
And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter.
Please give a big round of applause.
And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. We've got Conley, Carter out there with Karl Anthony Towns. Then there's Dosunmu, and it's Wagner in at the small forward. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now.
Yeah, if there's one drawback to Bobby Portis in his game is that emotionally you just want him to box that in at times. But that passion, man, sometimes it'll really get your teammates going.
Free throw, good. Portis. A different look for New York. Jones checked in for Robinson. Kevin Huerter comes in for Donovan Mitchell. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Ben Simmons. And Portis drains both of them. Cleveland leading by 5. Now here's Dosunmu. Carter, the pass to Dosunmu. Shoots over Huerter, and there's the bucket from Dosunmu.
That's the guy they're going to keep going to, as they should. The lead's only going up if they keep feeding him.
DiVincenzo with it. Huerter on the wing. Shoots the 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Huerter's got his first 3 points of the game.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Pass to Flowers. All sorts of time. Here's Carter, and then Carter with the dunk.
Scraping and clawing, doing everything he can to grow that lead.
Emphatic on the putback stuff.
Team's having a tough time containing him, attacking all the way there.
And it's Conley with the ball for the Cleveland Cavaliers. They've led by as much as 10. On the pass to Flowers. Back to Conley. Dosunmu, the pass to Carter. Shot clock at 6. Down low, Flowers makes it off the glass. And the Cavaliers lead by 8.
Just can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
DiVincenzo finds Huerter. There's the triple. Dante DiVincenzo, and that's good.
They've given up a lot of 3-pointers here today.
The Cavaliers leading by 5. Conley, the pass to Dosunmu. We're in the 4th quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
In a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Cavaliers.
Well, I've been impressed with the ball movement all game long. They're really looking to just make that extra pass.
All game long, they've just done a great job of keeping the pressure on the defense and penetrating with the pass. They've gotten everything inside, and they've converted there.
Noel's checked in for the Knicks. Zignaji comes in for Portis. Wagner against Kennard. Pass to DiVincenzo. From outside, off the mark.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
Wagner kicks to Carter. Wagner, right side. Puts up a 3. Here's Flowers, and he converts the layup.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Yeah, you just can't afford to give up second chance opportunities again and again.
And that was another look at the fantastic Mobile One drive that happened a moment ago.
And catching the defense flat-footed and taking full advantage. Big bucket there to extend the lead.
Here's Wagner, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Second team foul. At the line for your Cavaliers, Franz Wagner. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. Cavaliers making a switch here. Vucevic is checked in. And then for New York, Mitchell comes in for Kevin Huerter. And it's Ben Simmons in for Dante DiVincenzo. Timeout called, Cleveland. Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for New York. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin, thanks. During that last break, I listened in to J.B. Bickerstaff's huddle. He said, this is where mistakes can kill us. This is where mistakes can turn this thing completely around. Protect the basketball and make the simple play. In other words, guys, no hero ball right now.
Thank you, David. And stolen by Simmons. And now the Knicks on the break. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Yeah, the defender all over.
Shooting for New York.
The first one falls for him.
2 shots.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. They can burn some clock if they want to.
And get a little breather as well.
Conley against Mitchell. Pass to Vucevic. Over Noel. And it's Vucevic. That time on the assist by Conley. And the Cavaliers lead by 9. New York's got a disappointing 2 of 6 on 3-point attempts here in the fourth. Herter on the wing. A 3. New York, no good that time either. Cavaliers have gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. Oh, Vucevic in position. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Man, he's a pure point guard. Just terrific vision. Conley finds open teammates at times before they realize they're open.
Here's Herter. New York, no good that time either. Cleveland leading by 11. 1:22 left in the fourth quarter. Badnewz gets to Conley. 6 to shoot. Vucevic setting the pick for Conley. Pass to Vucevic. Tries again. No good on that one. Simmons with the defensive effort. Knicks trail by 11. Mitchell passes to Noel. Here's Najee. Over by Conley. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Conley. And we got to take a second look to admire that outstanding block.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
There's 57 seconds left to play here in the fourth. New York, no good that time either.
And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for the Cavaliers.
They never settled for mediocre shots.
And Kevin, they had great penetration this time out.
And so looking at their number, this will be win number 22 on the year.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Karl Anthony Towns.
Well, those points he had tonight, all critical, all from energy and activity. He just never seemed to stop.
14 foul.
And he knocks down the first one.
Taking 2 shots.
Both shots good from the stripe. Here's Simmons. 30 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. At the elbow, it's Mitchell. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Oh, a fearless play by Mitchell. Sinks his shot while being fouled, and now he'll get to the line.
Free throw drops for Mitchell. 24 seconds left to play in the final quarter. On the high post. The pass to Dosunmu. Over Mitchell. Dosunmu, shot's good.
This arena was rocking throughout the night. You could really feel the energy.
A huge motivation, always great for a young team, but veteran players also appreciate when fans come with that kind of energy and get into the spirit of the game.
And so it's Cleveland taking care of business in this one. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to